let's talk about what to work on when you have no clients. So, why do you have a lull right now between clients? Are you in a natural seasonal pattern? Or did you kind of drop the ball 90 days ago and stop prospecting and marketing as much as you needed to? And as a result, you now are kind of starting from scratch at the bottom of the barrel. The last thing I want to see you doing is just tinkering around with a website or playing around with Canva templates for social media graphics because it feels busy and it feels good to do something. Yes, you will be busy, but that is busy work, not productive work. That is not going to bring you more clients. 3 no-nonsense tips on what to do in between clients.
If you have found your way here, you are a real estate pro who's ready to transition from chasing leads to getting dream clients to chase you. This podcast is where you will learn the business and systems strategies you need to grow your real estate business so that you can get paid consistently, connect with dream clients, and keep your sanity.
Welcome back to the Market Authority Show. I'm your host, Stephanie Lugo, and today we're going to talk about what to work on when you have no clients. Okay, so I know that sometimes, especially in the earlier years of our career, we find ourselves in that lulls between like really ramping up and gaining momentum. But even sometimes, especially when the market shifts, or depending on what season of our business or life we are in, even seasoned agents can find themselves in a little bit of a lull of like what to do between clients, right? So I want to talk about 3 things that you have to be doing when you find yourself in that space. Okay. But actually, before we get into that, I want to give you a really quick look at some of the things that have been changing around here in Market Authority. So, if you were a part of Level Up My Systems Week, that was so much fun. We hosted a live coaching week in a private Facebook group specifically for the event. We had hundreds of real estate agents attend. You guys, that was so much fun, and the feedback was absolutely amazing. So, first of all, just because this is like a podcast and it's a conversation amongst friends, I just wanted to take a moment and thank you for taking time out of your week to learn a little bit about how you can improve your business and really the implementation behind these systems that we shared. That was so super fun. And what we are going to do is actually make those live coaching sessions available coming up. So definitely check out the show notes for how you can access those coaching sessions. We are going to be making those available just for real estate agents whenever you are listening to this in the next couple of days. And we're really excited about it. So at the end of live coaching week, I was super excited to kind of put out there my brand new guides. So I know that it's like super trendy. We're seeing a lot of guides and courses, additional stuff being put out there in the real estate space. I know there's a lot of noise out there, but when I'm thinking about you and those who listen to my videos and the podcast, a lot of times I'm hearing things like, Stephanie, I just really need help on the follow up. Like, if I can just take what you do in your business for follow up, that would be great. Or my time management systems and like how we use Asana, for example, or how we get referrals. Basically, like those a la carte, like standalone systems that you need when you need a really quick fix or a quick win in your real estate business. And with that in mind, I created 3 essential systems guides for real estate agents. And those are now available in my shop at stephanielugo.com. I am so super excited about that. I've never really shared like digital products outside of coaching. And this is something new for me. It has been wildly well received. We've had amazing feedback for it, and we're super excited to make that available. So, the 3 essential systems guides that we have are number 1, the no fail follow up guide for real estate agents. Now, this is everything you need for absolute killer follow up. These are the say this, not that guides, the scripts and templates, the 5 campaigns that you need, how to qualify a lead, and an option that you can do is also add on my client onboarding sequence with that as well. So, like exactly what I do to get committed clients after following up with them and setting the appointment. So that is no fail follow up guide. That's number 1. That one has probably been like the favorite that real estate agents understandably have been getting. The second guide that we revealed was the Referral Mastery guide. Now, this is everything you need to 5x your referrals. And this is probably my favorite because this is like the thing that took my business from very transactional one off sales to consistent, scalable growth year over year. It's all about understanding how to create a client who creates a client who creates a client. And so in the Referral Mastery Guide, I'm giving you my marketing plans, three different options to choose from, totally editable and ready to kind of tweak into your specific market and your unique business. I'm also giving you my referral script guide. So, like, specifically how to ask for a referral and how to segue that conversation from just like a normal interaction with friends or other professionals, and exactly what to do after you get those referrals, right? So, like, step by step, the entire referral sequence that you need to 5x your referrals in your real estate business. Hugely, hugely impactful. And then the last guide that we have is our time management system. So, this is our time management guide. This is all about what to do every week, every month, and every quarter to make sure that your business is running smoothly and consistently. So, if you've ever woken up one day or like spent time during a week just wondering, like, oh my gosh, what am I spending my time on? Like, I feel like I am working harder than I ever have and I'm not getting anywhere fast. If you've ever had that sense, then this is going to be absolutely perfect for you. And what we have done with this guide is we've been able to actually identify specifically the routines and schedules that work for real estate agents and give them to you in a format that you can actually adapt into your own business and lifestyle. So it's like instant time management. You guys are absolutely loving that. And now, of course, if you want all three, we have a huge deal for you, and extra bonuses when you grab all three for the Essential Systems bundle. But all the details are in the shop, at stephanielugo.com. So thank you for indulging me just a moment to share that new news in the Market Authority universe. We are super excited about it. And again, your feedback on that has been so immensely appreciated. So I really, really want to thank those of you who have sent us notes and left comments on the socials and just everywhere on saying how helpful this has been for your business. Like, we read every single comment, we read every single email, and we respond to as many as we can when we are getting these because it's so incredibly important to me to understand how these are helping serve you in your business. So, that's what I have for you. Let's talk about what to work on when you have no clients. Let's get into that. So, these are going to be three no nonsense tips on what to do in between clients. So, again, maybe you're still ramping up like momentum, or maybe this is a little bit more like you're just kind of in between your busy seasons in your market, because that happens too. There's a couple things that you want to do here. Now, if you are a brand new agent and you're still like kind of ramping up, or if you're a seasoned agent, the first thing that you want to do with any extra time that you may have is do a systems audit. Okay. So for me, a systems audit is actually something that we did in the Level Up Your Coaching Week. So if you want to see our systems audit so that you know what to focus on, specifically for your situation, I'll have the links where you can like just swipe that and try it out yourself. It's a really quick, like 60-second little audit through a spreadsheet that we set up that is going to help you pinpoint exactly what you need to be focusing on. But you need to take a look at your business and know like what's working and what's not. So, why do you have a lull right now between clients? Are you in a natural seasonal pattern, or did you kind of drop the ball 90 days ago, and stop prospecting and marketing as much as you needed to? And as a result, you now are kind of starting from scratch at the bottom of the barrel. Right? So, like, take a little bit of a moment to look at your business and see what's working and what's not. If you are looking at your business and you're like, I'm working really hard, but I'm not seeing anything from it, then you need to look at whether or not you need to be generating more leads intentionally or converting the ones that you already have. That's pretty simple, right? So, a lot of times, I think that real estate agents assume that if they are slow, they need to generate more leads, when really they need to look at their pipeline and see if they have a lot of leads who are on the fence or who have been kind of dragging their feet. And you need to see if you can activate them to make a move if that is in their best interest. Now, what that's going to require is you having conversations with people, right? So you need to be reaching out to your pipeline, having conversations with your leads, anybody who told you that they were holding off for the year, or anyone you spoke to 6 months ago who had changed their mind. Go back to those individuals and just do a quick, simple check in. Now, if you remember from the Level Up Your Systems week, in our follow-up strategy session, we talked about having the ride or die script. If you were a part of that, that's what you want to be using. You want your ride or die script, which is something pretty simple as far as like, hey, last time we spoke, you were holding off on purchasing until this time. Is that still the case? Just a simple conversation opener like that can really go a long way to reigniting relationships that can turn into deals, right? And so you want to make sure to look back to your pipeline and warm those back up and see if you can shake the tree, so to speak, and get any opportunities out of it. So go back into your pipeline, see if there's anybody that you can activate to get moving, right? Like that's step number one. Now, notice with that first thing, it is all about trying to get opportunities, right? So, like, if you are finding yourself in a lull, or if you're like just starting up your business, the last thing I want to see you doing is just tinkering around with a website or playing around with Canva templates for social media graphics because it feels busy and it feels good to do something. Like, yes, you will be busy, but that is busy work, not productive work. That is not going to bring you more clients. You always want to make sure that you are actively trying to fill up your pipeline with more leads, right? So that's why step number one, you want to reach out to your pipeline, touch base with any deals or any leads and prospects, rather, who have kind of taken their foot off the gas and see if you can drum up some business that way. The second thing you want to do, kind of in that same vein, is look to your past clients. Now, this is obviously geared more towards realtors who have had a couple closings under their belt or who've had a successful business and have lots of homeowners in their client base. Now, let's say you've been a real estate agent for like 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. And yeah, you're in between busy seasons right now. So you're in a little bit of a lull, but it's been a while since you've reached out to your past clients. That is where you need to go. If you do not have a lot of active transactions and you're not really working on, actively trying to get people into homes at the moment, you need to be going back and touching base with your past clients. You need to see the people who you helped get into their home a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you need to be checking in on them and nurturing those relationships. Now, there's a few reasons why we want to do that. Number one, it's the right thing to do. Do not drop the ball on your clients, right? That's why in the Referral Mastery Guide, for example, we talk about this and we talk about the importance of not dropping the ball after the close. So, like for me, my work begins at the closing table. Like, as soon as we get a client closed, especially if they're a buyer, I am now campaigning to represent the sale of that home that I help them purchase or help assist them buy their next home, right? So, I want to be able to look ahead to those future opportunities and stay in touch. Now, even if you've kind of ghosted your client for the last year or two, 3 years, you can still get back in touch with them. They probably were not paying that much attention anyways, so they probably don't realize how much time has passed since you've spoken. But go back to your client base of homeowners and check in on them and see how you can serve them. Make yourself useful, right? How can you answer what questions they have about the market? Maybe you have homeowners in your client base, in your database, your network, however you want to call it, who are considering upgrading their kitchen or redoing their flooring or doing a major overhaul on the exterior of their home. Don't you think it would be helpful for them to have somebody who they trust where they can bounce these questions off and make sure that they're investing their money in the right way? That would be a huge value that you can extend to your clients to continue that relationship going. It's the right thing to do. You're going to be giving a huge value deposit in doing that, but you're also going to be encouraging them to refer you. Homeowners know other homeowners and they know other people who wish to become homeowners, right? And if they already have that trusting relationship with you, then it makes sense that they would want to refer you to other people who desire that same level of service. And it's a very natural way for you to bring up the conversation of, hey, if you know anybody who's looking to buy or sell this year, here's who's really winning in this market. Here's who I'm looking to work with. Let me know if I can help support anybody who falls under that umbrella, right? So at this point, let's say you have no clients, you or you're in between clients. You have gone into your database and made sure that you're not missing any opportunities. that you should have by reaching out to any clients or prospects who've been on the fence or who put their search on hold. You've also gone and nurtured your existing relationships and taken care of the people who you've already served, making sure that they're good and trying to get referrals from that as well. You've now done two really impactful things in your business to help drum up opportunities. And so, if you're still waiting at this point for those opportunities to come through, because it might take a little while for them to come through, the next thing that you're going to want to do is start looking at how you can work on your business. Okay. So now, only now do you want to start looking at the other systems that you need to brush up on. Maybe you do need to, at this point, brush up on your digital presence, right? If you're looking at your business and you're thinking, well, I really only have two solid lead sources, I have referrals in my database, I need to diversify. Maybe now is the time that you're starting that YouTube channel, right? Or maybe now is the time that you are revamping your marketing strategy or your farming campaigns. Now you want to be looking at the actual systems of your business and making sure that you're working on the business to support the systems that are going to bring in new clients, right? This way, you are waiting on those new clients to come in from the first two steps that you took, but you're also supporting your business to handle that new workload that will be coming to you so that hopefully you don't come into that lull again. Because what you don't want is to have these big swings back and forth in your production where you're really busy, you have 3 or 4 closings one month, and then you are 3 months with like no clients. If you are falling into that pattern, then something systematically is wrong in your real estate business. And you need to be able to fix that, or else you will continue to be in that cycle, which will lead to burnout, which will lead to you being susceptible to big changes in the industry and in the market. It's just not good. So you want to make sure that you avoid that in the future. Okay, so let's quickly recap. You are number one, gonna shake the tree and see if you can get anyone like who's on the fence or dragging their feet, see if you can activate them to make a move if that is in their best interest. Number two, you're going to go back and nurture your client base, your past clients who purchased a home in the last 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Make sure they are well taken care of and coach for some referrals. Number three, you are then going to work on the systems in your business. Now and only now can you really feel good about working on that website or setting up your YouTube channel or investing in new marketing strategies and kind of like overhauling these systems in your business to ensure that you don't fall into this slope again. You can do that, rest assured, knowing that you have business on its way because you've taken care of your database and you've taken care of your pipeline of business who are just kind of like waiting, but still in the wings. Really hope you found this conversation helpful. And if you did, or if there's one thing that you always choose to do when you have no clients, let me know in the comments, right? Like, because we all have been there before. It's not like this is like a hush hush thing that we don't want to talk about. We can always help give these ideas and support each other. I want to have those conversations with you in the comment section of this video. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, hang out with me in the comments below. Can't wait to see where your mind is at with this conversation. And if you do find yourself in a position where you're ready to be working on the business, now is your time to check out my Essential Systems bundles. So these are going to be available in the shop at stephanielugo.com. So this is all about if you're looking for no-fail follow-up, to 5x your referrals, or to improve your time management so that you can have a more solid, well-rounded real estate business for the long run. Thanks so much as always for tuning in. Until next time, keep on crushing it.